What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and today we are using Quagsire and Dunsparce in the Summer Cup, both getting buffs thanks to Season 15 updates. Quagsire getting Mud Bomb and 1 damage added to rollout. We're also using buzzwole to finish off the team here, so let's jump into these battles and see how Quagsire is going to perform in the Summer Cup. So amazing lead here. They're going to swap into a Vigoroth, and my gosh, is this team ever core broken by buzzwole. I'm going to shield up the body slam as it would do a lot of damage here, and I'm going to go for the very aggressive farm. Now I'm going to double shield the buzzwole here, and if they want to bring back in that Obstagoon, they can, but they decide to bring in the Noctowl. Now I decide to come into Dunsparce here. Maybe I should have came in with Quagsire, but Dunsparce having the moved rollout here with Rockslide is going to be doing super effective damage, and the opponent is not swapping out. Dunsparce is tanky enough to take 2 sky attacks, and now they swap into Obstagoon, probably hoping to catch a Rockslide themselves. Drill Run going to be doing some nice chip damage, and honestly, I can just come back in here with buzzwole. I can lunge bait them. Probably going to get a shield, which we do, and make that attack fall. Now everything that Obstagoon's going to throw at buzzwole here is going to be resisted due to that bug and fighting typing. We're going to be able to farm all the way down and have a lunge locked and loaded, ready to go for that Noctowl. I swap into the Quagsire, and now my opponent is going to top left. GG's, well played to my opponent there. Well, easy first game. Let's go on to this next game here. Ampharos into buzzwole. Full switch into counter. I'm gonna throw. I shield up this move, thinking it might be a brutal swing. I don't know. Maybe a focus. I don't know why I shielded that. I probably could survive, but a lunge coming through, that is going to do a lot of damage. And now out comes a Charizard. I'm coming in with my Dunsparce here, and Charizard is going to hit us with the Blast Burn, but like I said, it is tanky enough to survive the Blast Burn. Going to go through Drill Run here for the Kingdra. Make it to 1 more before we get farmed all the way down. Now the good news is we get both shields, which is absolutely amazing. We're going to be able to get to this lunge here, not before they get to the Octazooka. Does this Octazooka take us out? Yes, it does. Quite unfortunate, but all I wanted to save that shield for that Charizard, hoping that they didn't get it to another Blast Burn, but I was just making sure. And I have to call that this is just an Octazooka. I need to save my last shield for Charizard. We get the double attack debuff, but that doesn't matter. Due to Charizard's fire and flying typing, it is not going to appreciate a Stone Edge whatsoever, because this is going to be saying left, right, good night to that Charizard, and we mud shot down the Kingdra, and that is going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. So hopping into the next match. Pretty decent lead here. Really, they have to throw Discharge to do any meaningful damage to buzzwole, as Mud Bomb would be resisted. So Discharge going to coming in. That does quite a bit of damage to the buzzwole. I'm going to be going for the lunge here, just to debuff my opponent in case I don't want to end up shielding, but they end up no shielding that as well. I am going to shield up the buzzwole. I think I can make it to another lunge, or maybe just farm all the way down, and I think I'm going to double shield the buzzwole and farm down, have loaded energy for whatever wants to come in. It is an Azumarill. Okay, this can get a little bit tricky. I'm going to lunge them here, make their attack fall, and they're not going to be swapping out. So the opponent giving me a free Drill Run. I mean, it's both 3 versus 3 faster moves, so it's kind of hard not to give me a full rollout through. Drill Run going to be coming in. That gets the shield, which is really nice. And now out comes an Obstagoon. So I'm wondering why the opponent didn't swap into Obstagoon as soon as my Dunsparce didn't come in. But kind of a mistake on my opponent's end, which allows me to get to 1 more Drill Run. Now this is going to put it to a range where I can come now in with buzzwole, farm all the way down, get the lunge off on the Azumarill, debuffing my opponent even more, and I'm hoping I can maybe get to 1 more. No, unfortunately we cannot. So I'm gonna have to settle for a superpower, which is gonna be nice chip damage for when my Quagsire wants to come back in. So out comes the Quagsire now. All we have to do is make it to 2 Mud Bombs, Ice Beam or Hydro Pump, it's not going to one-hit KO us due to that attack debuff, and my opponent knows that the game is over. So that's going to be another good game. Well played to my opponent here. Hopping into the next match, Salazzle lead. I got 2 better answers in the back here, so I am going to swap out right away into the Dunsparce. They swap into a Vigoroth, and this is not the worst matchup due to Dunsparce's bulkiness and the fact that it can spam out these drill runs really fast. We are going to be able to get a shield advantage here. Now, the Vigoroth might be able to farm all the way down, but not before I get to another drill run, so they're forced to expend energy. Body Slam coming in, and my opponent does not farm down. Scared of getting hit with another drill run, they throw energy, which is absolutely fine by me, because now I can just come in with buzzwole, no shield the Body Slam. It's gonna do a lot, but we get a full farm down, and now I'm gonna swap out into my Quagsire right away, and the Salazzle is throwing energy. Poison Fang gonna be coming in. That does a lot of damage. I'm gonna be throwing the Mud Bomb here after 2 mud shots. This is gonna one-hit KO that, but they decide to shield it, and in comes a Pachirisu, and they top left again. GG's to my opponent. Hopping into the next matchup here. Buzzwole into Swampert. This is a good lead. We're going to be resisting the mud shots, but the Hydro Cannons is really what you have to watch out for. So again, I'm going to be shielding up the first move here. I'm going to get to my lunge. I'm going to throw right before they reach the second Hydro Cannon. I didn't know if Buzzwole wins CMP or not, but from here I'm thinking maybe I can shield this and farm them all the way down since I snuck in that counter. But they decide to bring in the Pelipper, which is quite fine by me because now I just get to bring in my Dunsparce. I get to rock side the Pelipper, and we're not going to die to a Hurricane or a Weather Ball. So this is probably going to be the Hurricane. No shields left. No reason for them not to throw the big hitting charge move. And unfortunately, they get to the next Weather Ball as I reach the rock side. Weather Ball is going to be knocking out the Dunsparce, and now I have to come in with the Quagsire. I don't want to come in with the Buzzwole because I'll be getting double super effective with the wing attacks, and that would just shred us apart. So now out comes a Bomb of Snow. Oh my gosh, this can't get any worse. Stone Edge is going to be coming in doing maximum damage. I'm going to build up more energy. I can take a Weather Ball, and I have to build up enough energy where I can throw a move at whatever wants to come in. So I'm assuming that Pelipper is going to want to come back in, so I'm going to hit it with a lunge right away just to debuff them so we're not going to die anytime soon. Lunge does a lot of damage. Can I make it to the superpower? Yes, we can. That is absolutely amazing. Out goes the Pelipper. Now in comes the Swampert. They don't farm down before we counter them down, and they do not have back-to-back Hydro Cannons locked and loaded. So now we come with the Quagsire, Mud Bomb them out of existence, and that is going to be a good game. Well played, and a beautiful 5-0. So this team was a lot of fun to run. Buzzwole, nice little spice pick for the Summer Cup. Quagsire is going to be a staple meta. If you do have the Shadow Quagsire, I recommend you running that because it is going to hit with those mud bombs a lot harder. And Dunsparce with the new buff, it's been a pretty nice save swap. Just the coverage of the meta with the flying and the steel type coverage, it's honestly really good. So, and again, Quagsire with the same kind of coverage, except with the fast move of Mudshot, just generates energy so quick, and Buzzwole is just always fun to run. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you guys are liking the content, please hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future, and like always, wait, you see that video right there? Yeah, that one, it's going to be a good one, so make sure you click on that one, and I will see everybody in the next video.